Hello everybody, Flamin' Shark back with another video. This is the new review for my re-upload to my blind commentary, blind reactions to Steven Universe. This is the main series, so episodes 1 to 5. When I did the movie, when I did the first half of Future, and when I did the second half of Future, those had their own original review videos, which I will re-upload later today. Well, not today for me, but when this goes up, which will be on June 26th. These will be the last re-uploads of my kind of week-long re-upload stint while on my trip. Steven Universe is the final show of those re-uploads. And we still have a few more series to re-upload, but that'll be back on the once-a-week re-uploading schedule moving forward. But, yeah, I love this show. It was really fun. It's not one of my favorites. I did think it had, it was more of an inconsistent show. I think at its heights it was amazing. I think it had lows though, and it had a lot of things that were kind of weird. The late part of the series was really cool in some aspects, but in other aspects it was very strange, some of the narrative choices. And it's a show that I have some mixed feelings about, but overall, obviously, I did love it, and I love the characters, and it was a great experience, and I'm glad I watched it. But of course, there were its moments where, the show definitely could have probably did things a little better. Similar opinions to Steven Universe that I have to Star vs. the Forces of Evil, although I think I would probably say overall I was more of a fan of Star vs. the Forces of Evil. I loved both of these series. But I think I I kind of always was, but I think looking back at it too, I would say I was a slightly bigger fan of Star. But this series wasn't quite as amazing as something like Adventure Time or Gravity Falls or something like that for me. Infinity Train, if you want to talk a little more recent. But it was still a really good cartoon. It was really entertaining. There was a lot of great moments. And this will be kind of the hub for my Steven Universe reactions. Obviously, the playlist will have my reactions to the movie and to Future, which will be 3 other videos, but this is kind of the big one. This is all of the main series, seasons 1 to 5, which was a lot of episodes. It was a lot of craziness. It was a lot of really good stuff. There was some stuff not as good, but overall, it was a really fun time. I enjoyed the series a lot. I had a lot of fun doing it back in the day, and this series spanned a fair few years on the channel. I started it, and when I started, I caught up before, at the end of Season 2, before Season 3 started, and so I got to more or less have the live experiences of the series from Season 3 to Season 5, well, I guess Season 3 through Future, because it was Season 3, 4, 5, the movie, and Future. So I got to experience a lot of the show as it happened, and kind of see the series evolve quite a bit and all that, which was pretty cool. But yeah, like I said, these reactions span a good amount of time. It's not like Adventure Time or Ben 10 where they span pretty much my whole run, but it is an interesting look at a good amount of history of my channel and all that. And it was an interesting series that I'll definitely always remember. And I'm sure a fair few of you potentially even found me because of the series. It was a very popular series on the channel, of course. And just very popular in general. But yeah, I did really enjoy it. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Rebecca Sugar. The main thing I stand from her is her work as a part of the team on Adventure Time. I think the things that she worked on Adventure Time were some of the better things in Adventure Time in the early seasons and stuff. She was wrote some of the best songs, and she was part of some of the really good episodes of Adventure Time in the first half or so. And obviously she had involvement a little bit near the end, and I like the stuff that she did on Adventure Time was phenomenal. In charge of her own series, it was a little mixed. I think she did some great things, and then there was of course some other stuff with the series that wasn't the greatest in my opinion, but overall it was a series that touched a lot of people and was really cool. And now you should hopefully forever. Hopefully nothing ever happens to this channel. Not guessing my luck, but for the foreseeable future, at least, you do have this archive of my Steven Universe videos. And you guys, whether you want to rewatch my Steven Universe reactions or want to watch them for the first time, they are available here through YouTube, which is pretty cool. And yeah, you can just access everything, which is great. Not a whole lot else to say. obviously if there's any series that are not archived, which at this point I feel like the number is starting to get low. I think there's like maybe 15 or so series that are still yet to be archived. And obviously, I think that number is about to go down by about half in July. So it's going to continue to be shrinking, and we're going to be getting it down quite a bit. Obviously, I'm testing some shows to see what I can put up on YouTube directly or not. So there might even be a point in the next 2 months or so where I actually pause on re-uploading altogether or focus on movies and miscellaneous stuff while I wait for some of the last series to figure out what I can and can't post, because we're getting low on series. I'm really getting through a lot, obviously, in this week where I'm gone, all these re-uploads. One of my 2 monster series to re-upload, which was Ruby and MLP, are the 2 just where it's so many videos going up to YouTube, which makes it a much more of a mess and all that. So obviously during my trip, I got through Ruby, which was one of the behemoths. And obviously I haven't taken this trip yet. I'm recording this before the trip, but you got my point. This is going out on the last day of the basically week of re-uploads. Yeah, it's really cool stuff. I definitely am glad to be getting where we are, and it should be great. And I'm definitely excited to be closer to being done with these re-uploads. Obviously, even when we finish the series re-uploads, there's still going to be a ton of movies I have to re-upload, as well as other miscellaneous stuff, but that stuff I'm not worried about, even if that takes a really long time. My main goal is to get all of my reaction series fully re-uploaded, and like I said, I got through, quite a few big ones really on this trip, because obviously, the only small one on this entire trip, like all of the ones that got knocked out were like really big ones. No Game No Life was the only small one. All the other ones are going to be, and potentially Yuri on Ice. I'm not sure if Yuri on Ice will be going up. I don't think I'm going to be putting up Yuri on Ice, but I was thinking about that, but I'm pretty sure that will have not been up. If it's up already, it is, but otherwise that'll probably be going up in July or August, but I know I was thinking about that one potentially, but but like Adventure Time is a big one. This is a big one. Steven Universe. High School is like not too big, but it's still not small. And then again, Fairy Tail is massive. Ruby is massive, especially given all the direct to YouTube uploads. And then Hunter x Hunter is massive too. So there's just a bunch of big series that are fully up on the channel, and obviously technically Steven at the time this goes up will not be, but the other 3 videos will be following shortly, and Steven will be fully up as well. So a lot of big stuff getting fully uploaded to the channel, which is really nice. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Like I said, I recorded the Adventure Time re-upload just before this. Now the Steven Universe one, I should be good to go unless I want to mess with the high school one or whatever. But yeah, pretty good stuff. I definitely am glad to be, I'm definitely glad to be through, most of my prep is done at this point. Obviously, by the time you guys see this, it'll all be done. But I don't have too much more prep for my week of re-uploads, because obviously that's going to all be on autopilot. That's all going to be like preset to post at certain times, and I just have to prepare all the links and stuff and for the re-uploads. Not all of them, because the Ruby and the No Game No Life will be on YouTube, but the rest of it, the Adventure Time, the Fairy Tail, the High School, the Steven Universe, the Hunter, that's all like the review stuff, so I have to prepare all the links and stuff, but should be good. It should be good. I'm excited to be through all of this, and this will be, and I know obviously you guys will be excited for me to get to this point, because this is the last day of the week of re-uploads, but I'm sure around this time, I'm not sure exactly when I'll be back, because the re-upload week actually starts the day before I leave, and the hope will be that I will have had like 2 or 3 videos pre-recorded, so my first video back or a couple of videos will probably be from before my trip. But also they will, I will probably, I might be on the last day of my trip when you get my first new reaction after the week. It's a little weird how it worked out, but it was close enough. I didn't want to mess with the dates. And so, yeah, I might still actually be I probably will be on my trip this day. And The next day would maybe be my last day of my trip or my first day back or whatever. I'm not entirely sure. But like a day where I wouldn't be posting if I didn't have anything pre-recorded, but I should have a little bit of a few things pre-recorded before all these re-uploads, and so it'll be, when we come back, it'll be all set to go for a while, which should be good. That's the plan. Hopefully that is what happened. So in all likelihood, there should be a new reaction video tomorrow, but at the time this is posting, there's still 3 more Steven reviews to drop: the movie review, the future 1 to 10 review, and the future 11 to 20 review. But regardless, Steven Universe about to be all complete on the channel, which is great. So not much else to say, so I'll just leave it off here. Obviously, links down below in the description. You want to support the YouTube channel and just me in general, check out Patreon. There will be a series poll, an anime series poll is coming next month, so in July, so pretty soon, which is the main reason I probably want to do an update video for July, but we'll see. I don't know. Anyways, Flaming Shark signing out. Hope you guys have a wonderful, fantastical day. I'll see you next time with another video. Thanks for watching. Peace.